much work for too little return. Let me give you a quick one then. Every morning I'm time blocked at 9 a.m. to do the expired research. Name, address, and phone number. Is that okay? You won't ever get an email address. And every morning, how many expires do we have in Oswego? Any idea? Any guesses? 5, 6. How many do we have on January 1? Did anybody take a look? Huh? How many do we have on the first day and the last day of every month? Anybody take a look at that? You see, in Las Vegas, Nevada, I coach the #1 agent in Vegas. And you haven't seen pain until you've been to Vegas. Pain. 50 and 70% drops in prices. Nobody has equity except people that own free and clear real estate virtually, or people that bought in 1995 and made 15-year payments on it. You know how many expires we had on January 1st this year in Vegas? Any idea? 683 on January 1st. What do you think Tom Love was doing on January 1st? My agent that I coach. See, he had 2 temporary helpers. He had his mom and his sister in there. He had 500 pre-made packages. He had a driver. And to date, what's the date today? 7th. So yesterday was the 6th. To date, he's taken 18 listings. He doesn't take anything less than $500,000. You guys with me in this area? What were all the other agents doing the last 4 or 5 days?
Partying.
Recovering. You with me on this stuff? Are there things that we can do? Now, what happens on the first day and the last day of every month? Listing inventory doubles and triples. Agents say to themselves, wow, that's too much. I think I'll just do it tomorrow. You okay with me on these things? So there's ways to increase your chances here. Look at somebody delivering you a pre-packaged client, seller, who already has said that they want to sell. They might just need some counseling, a better price. Now, granted, they might be idiots, energy-sucking idiots, but you can figure that out quickly. 9 a.m. I do the research. 9:15 I make the quick phone call. Hi, Mr. Johnson. Walter Sanford over here at Kettler. I hope you recognize our name. I saw that your property came off the market. I'd like to find out what it takes to apply for the job of selling your home. Thanks so much. Bye-bye. I'd like to find out what it takes to apply for the job of selling your home. These are not rocket science. These are not rocket science stuff, okay? You guys okay with me so far? You only get maybe 15% of the people to answer the phone. You're leaving another 15% to 30% in voicemails. Hi, Mr. Johnson. Walter Sanford over here at Kettler. Knows your property came off the market. Like to find out what I could do to help you achieve your goals, what I could do to apply for the job of selling your home. In the meantime, if you'll go to waltersanford.com/expires, maybe there's some help on there that will help you prevent your home from expiring. But I hope in the meantime you can give me a phone call. Wow, guys. I get off the phone. That takes me 15 minutes. I now load quickly the names and addresses into my computer, press a button, and I print letters. If you use RedX or LandVoice, anybody know what RedX or LandVoice is? RedX and LandVoice are 2 services that help you, that will look up the phone numbers for expires for you. They're like $30 a month. Why do it yourself when there's services that do that for you? There's a form out there for a LandVoice. I don't care if you use them or not. It's a discount form. And so now, you print them letters. Why do they think their house didn't sell? Nincompoop real estate agent. What's the real reason their house didn't sell?
Price.
Stupid price. Isn't that correct, guys? So we're going to look like a better real estate agent than their listing agent. So I've left a nice voicemail, or I've talked to them in person. I'm a personable guy. I seem to care more about their goals than I do about making a listing presentation. They appreciated that. And I send them a letter if I can't get a hold of them. And the letter says, bang, your listing's dead. And it goes on to explain why I'm a pretty good real estate agent in Oswego. I talk about my cooperative agent education program. What's my cooperative agent education program? It's the MLS. But beyond that, I go ahead and when I take a listing, I just email the features and benefits of that listing to all the agents who have had a history in that area or price range for the last 3 years. Really easy to do. They love that, by the way. Making sure that all the agents that are top in the area, that they're always thinking about my client's home as top of mind. I talk about my search engine strategy. I talk about the individual earning prowess of all my agents at Kettler and how the chances of them selling a home is much greater than some of the competition. I have 5 or 6 pretty neat things on this letter. I hand sign this stupid letter. I roll it up and I put it in a stupid looking firecracker mailing tube. Why do they think their house didn't sell? Lackadaisical, mediocre, non-phone call returning, nincompoop real estate agent. What are you? Showing more energy and enthusiasm than their agent showed for the last 6 months. So we put a return label here, mailing label here, stamp. On my way to lunch, I drop these off at the main post office, so these stupid things are on their doorstep tomorrow morning in Oswego. They get it, they go, wow. What do they do when they get a firecracker mailing tube, by the way? No, they don't. They open it and they read it and they go, that's cute. And they read the stupid letter and they say to their husband, wow, that's Sanford. He's motivated. Still don't call me sometimes. So tomorrow, if I haven't heard from him, what do I do? Nah, I don't want to call anymore. I hate to call. You guys like calling? No. What we do is we press the printer button again, and I get an exact copy of the bang your listing is dead letter. You know, a date, inside address, dear Mr. Johnson, and I print it out, and I sign it just like I signed the one that went in the tube yesterday. So it looks as an exact copy. There's no difference between the 2 letters. And I signed it the same exact way, but this time I put it on my desk, and I had this stamp made. Big red stamp that says, please don't throw me away again. Big red stamp. It cost me $20 at Office Depot. Okay, and I take this giant red stamp and I, bam, stamp it right there on the top. Then I crumble it up. And then I uncrumble it. And then I just take an old Kettler business envelope and I fold this puppy up and I mail it to him. Client gets it. Mabel, the idiot's in our trash. Almost always causes a phone call because the smart ones think that's really funny. Now sometimes there's some dim people out there. They go, why were you in our trash? Dr. Johnson, of course I wasn't in your trash, but sir, if I could get you to call from my marketing, can you imagine how effective I am once I start marketing your home to the right buyers? Sir, what time would be more convenient so I can learn more about your goals? Would 5:30 or 6 be more convenient? You guys okay with me on this stuff? Yeah. Now when I do that on the first and last day of the month when I have no competition, or on the 1st of January of next year, I can make as much money in 2 weeks as some agents make all year. You okay with the concepts here, guys? I love this business. Give me another one. What else do you guys do to make money? What about your database of people that you love, that love you? People you own a piece of their heart. Yes? So let's time block our schedules again. 2 o'clock, I know I have 300 people that love me in my database. Where do they come from? Who are these 300 people? Past clients, current clients, friends, family, family of friends, friends of family. Come on, this is a Dirk Zeller, Joe Stump. Who's the other speakers that talk about referral-based selling all day long? This is all they do. I just want you to make it a part, okay? And you're also going to have them as your Facebook friends. And you might, oh yeah, you could take like 17 days of what used to be called Web 2.0, then it was called social networking, now it's called social media. What will it be called next year? Media. It's the same crap. Okay? Some of you guys think it's the biggest, hottest idea, and you haven't even put your databases together yet. All right? So let's understand where the priorities are. Who else goes in my database? people I spend money with. I keep going to